Hello, my friends. This is MC Oda, or just Oda for short. Welcome to the latest episode of my Minecraft Survival Let's Play. Let's get started. Um, if you saw my last episode, you would know that we were planning out the build for kind of my main house here, and I wanted to dig out this basement off camera before we started. So I went ahead and took care of that. And while I was digging that out, I figured since I'd be standing around here with the chunks loaded, I harvested some of these oak trees and replanted them a couple times. And some of those spruce trees up there, I harvested and replanted a few times. And I also harvested some wheat, bred up my cows a little bit, and got some meat from them. So my food situation is looking a little better now. So I just want to let you know what I did while you were gone. And now we're ready to get started building this house. These are the materials I dug out of that basement. I went through about half of my diamond shovel getting all that dirt. And I didn't want to kill the shovel, so I switched back to my iron. I've got quite a bit of spruce logs and oak. I'm going to need a lot more than that, though. While I was up here, there's two things I wanted to do before I got started with this. There was one thing that I noticed while I was harvesting the spruce trees is that right up on the edge of that hill right there, there was a cave that just kind of stuck out. It was very obvious. And when I went up there, I heard zombies moaning, and they actually kind of climbed out of the cave to try to get me. And I wanted to just kind of jump in there and take a look and see what was down there. But I also didn't want to do it without you guys. So I figured I'd want to hop in there and take a look real quick and see if there's anything interesting down there. And another thing is, it kind of dawned on me that we've got some snow, some snow-capped mountains over here. And since while we're here at home, I'm assuming those chunks, would be loaded because we can see them. And I'm thinking now with this new, what's it called, powdered snow. I haven't been able to mess with it yet because every bit of 1.17 that I've played, I haven't been in a snow situation, and it takes like a long time for those powdered snow to accumulate and create themselves. So I figured one thing I'd like to do today is just run up into those hills and put some. If you don't know about powdered snow, if you put cauldrons out in the snow will collect in the cauldrons and turn into the powdered snow, but it takes forever to happen. First, you have to wait for it to rain or snow, but then also it takes a long time because it builds up in layers, and it might snow a whole, there might be a whole rain or a whole snow go and not even get a single layer. So I figured if we stick some up in the hills, then as it rains while we're playing, they'll slowly get filled up, and we might this cave was absolutely nothing exciting. All right, well, I didn't want to explore it without you because you never know. We could have run into a spawner, or it could have opened into a crazy ravine or something, who knows. But so that was quick. So let me run up there. I'm going to put some cauldrons up in that mountain so we can start collecting some of that. Let's see. Cauldrons are not cheap. They really aren't. So I think, oh wow, that's going to use up a lot. Let's put 3 up there for now. I don't know how useful the powdered snow is. It has some interesting properties, but saw a neat little trick online, like when you're building, where you can use powdered snow to help you. So say, for example, you were building something on like a curve, and you had like your 2 squares here, and then you typically would have to put like one in the corner to put this one diagonal, and then you have to knock this one out, right? And so here, that's not a problem. But if you were like up in the sky, or up high, or at the top of a tall wall trying to do that, you'd often like lose that block, and depending on the block, you might have to switch to different tools to use it. But if you use a powdered snow, you can just put the powdered snow block there, put your new block there, and then hit the powdered snow again with your bucket and pick it back up. So, and I thought that was a pretty clever trick, and I've been wanting to try to use it, but again, I haven't really had the opportunity yet with 1.17. So let's go ahead and get some buckets, or not buckets, get some cauldrons up here real quick. And I guess this would be the closest spot. So let's go up here. And all right. So it looks like there's definitely snow this high up. So let's go ahead and put it on these blocks. I would put one here, and one here. Awesome. So now hopefully the next couple times it rains, those will fill up, and we can actually play with this powdered snow for the first time. All right. Now let me scoot on back home, and let's start building this basement. Looks like night's coming, so I'll take a quick nap. So I'm curious if have you messed with the powdered snow yet? Have you found any good uses for it? It seems like it might be fun if you're playing in multiplayer and make traps for your friends and stuff. I think you can use it to turn skeletons into the what they call it, strays. I also cooked up some cobblestone while I was mining out that basement, just so you know that. I think the powder snow can turn skeletons into strays, which I guess might be cool. Maybe if you have a skeleton grinder and you want to get like what the strays drop, like poison arrows or something. No. But anyway, yeah. Have you ever used it, and have you found it useful? It'd be interesting to know. So the first thing I need to do is fill in this floor with cobblestone, because that's one thing that I said I wanted. I wanted this floor to kind of feel like I just kind of dumped a bunch of rocks in here. So I'm going to fill this up. One thing I would love to have is vines. I don't think we saw any biomes. I haven't really explored much yet over land, but haven't seen any biomes with vines yet. I would definitely love to make some of these cobblestones, mossy cobblestone, and definitely some of the bricks that are going to be in the wall. I want to kind of, fancy it up a little bit, or I guess unfancy it up a little bit with cracked stones and some mossy stones, just to kind of make it, again, look like it's not a spit shine polished basement. Just kind of make it look like it's was more of an afterthought. It was more of just a giant hole I made as a foundation, and then decided to start using it for storage. That's kind of the idea there. Let's see. So whenever I was kind of doing some just extremely quick math in my head about these walls and how much stone brick I would need. The length is 20. So one wall is like 80 blocks. So that's a lot. That's, over a stack, a stack and a quarter or something like that. So we're talking like several stacks just for the two long walls. And then of course the two short walls will be a little bit less than 80, but not by a lot. So I'm going to need quite a bit of that stone block to make these walls. So I'm probably going to have to bake even more of this cobblestone than I already have. Oh, I did not realize my pickaxe was almost dead. I would have come down here with a fuller pickaxe. So I didn't want to bake up too much of this cobblestone, so I didn't I didn't pay too much attention to how much I would need to fill that floor, but now that I have that, I can probably go start smelting some more of this up. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and make 2 furnaces to keep up here with me. Put a stack in there and a stack in there. So that's about all the cobblestone I'm going to need for this build. So the cobblestone's done, but it's this stuff that I need. Right, so we got, so that right there is just one of the long walls, I think. No, wait a minute, 80. Oh, no, that's a long wall. That's a long wall. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not as much as I thought. I think this might actually be enough then. So we'll make stone bricks out of that. There we go. All right, so I wanted the walls, the 4 tall walls, to all be this this stone brick. Again, I'm thinking it kind of looks more structural. Okay, yeah, so if you didn't watch my last episode and you're wondering what my idea is for this house, I found a picture online of the, here, let me show it to you. Let's see. Here we go. So this is the, it's an ancient Mesopotamian, I guess, artifact that was found. I guess they found multiples of these, but it's essentially like the Sumerians would draw out plans for houses and kind of chisel them into stone. And when I saw this picture, it immediately just reminded me of the floor plan for a Minecraft house, because everything was so perfectly evenly spaced and squared, and you could see how the doorways kind of would be like a block, and then, you know, the block next to it was almost the exact same width, and all of that just really made it feel like a Minecraft build. So I decided I wanted to try to build my floor plan based on that. Again, I'm not building the house to look like it's an ancient Sumerian house. I'm just building the floor plan. I'm just kind of using that guide as the floor plan. And that is going to actually be, that floor plan is going to be the first floor of the house, which will be up here. But below it, I wanted a basement. So I just have like plenty of room for storage and stuff. So right now I'm just kind of filling out the basement and getting that going. I'll tell you what, I'm going to place the rest of these blocks just around this perimeter, but you probably don't want to watch me do all of that, so I'm just going to pause for a moment here, and then I'll be back in a minute. Hey, I'm back a few moments early. I haven't quite finished the wall yet, but look who just showed up. A wandering trader. So I'm curious to see if he has any unique materials on him. Hopefully he'll have some vines. I think that's something they can sell. All right, let's see what he's got. He's got a glowstone. Let's see, some dye, some flowers, and a tropical fish. Oh man, nothing too exciting from him. So, all right, well, let me finish this wall real quick, and I'll see you in just a moment. All right, I'm back. And so I got the basement wall finished. And just as I finished, the sun went down, so I went over there and slept real quick and came back. So now that that is done, I now have to put on the ceiling of the basement. And if you missed last episode, my idea here, this is something I'm going to try out for the first time, at least for myself. One thing that always kind of, I don't know if I would say it bothered me, but it's just something that, sometimes, wasn't the most favorable thing, is that oftentimes whenever I build a house or a home, right, so you have like, whenever you have your floor or ceiling, separating the two stories, it's typically just one block wide, because, why wouldn't it be? But that also always means that the ceiling of one story has to be exactly the same as the floor of the story above it. So I decided I wanted to try to leave room to where the ceiling is one layer and then the floor is going to be a layer above it, so that, you know, maybe I don't want the same flooring as the ceiling as I have as the floor. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to put more of these stone bricks. They're going to come around one more layer up where they're kind of exposed and you can see it, so you can kind of seems like the house is sitting on a foundation. But then that's also going to provide the layer of the ceiling of the basement. So let me put those around here. Oh gosh, yeah. Oh well, actually, I was just thinking, like, I don't have enough stone to make the ceiling, but I don't want the ceiling to be stone. Actually, I have an idea for that already, but I might need more actual stone for my idea. So let's get this perimeter finished off here. And I am gonna take down this dirt at some point. I don't want it sticking up above the foundation of the house. So, well, I can grab some of it right now. And I'll get the stuff back there some other time. All right, so this is all completed. All right, great. There is my basement. So now what I was thinking for my basement, oh yeah, you saw what happened to the wandering trader there. Let's see. So what I was thinking for my basement ceiling, let me just get some of this out of my inventory. I was thinking I wanted it to be like, I wanted the ceiling to look like beams holding up the rest of the house, you know, so like logs going across. You know, not a ton of them, you know, maybe, you know, 3 or 4 this direction, you know, or 3 or 4 this direction. You know, like one in the middle, and then maybe kind of one out here, maybe. Something like that. And then between those logs, I was thinking that I was going to start making some of this smooth stone, so I can make smooth stone slabs. And I would use those smooth stone slabs as the ceiling, kind of like ceiling tiles. But, you know, so like the smooth stone has that tiled look to it, and since they're slabs, they're kind of set up from the log beams, and I think that would look really cool. So now I'm going to use spruce logs for the walls outside, but I think I'm going to use oak down in the basement for the beams that are holding the house up. So let's see. This wall is an odd number because it was 17. So, but visible now here is 15. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that should be the center. All right, so I'm going to have one beam kind of coming across this center. I may run out of logs. And then I don't want the other one like right up against the wall because, you know, the foundation's holding it there. But I was thinking, well, let's see. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could do 2, 3, 4. I could just do it in the center of that. Yeah, that'll be cool. Oh, that'll look great. That'll look fantastic. All right, let's do that. Oh, wow. I'm blowing through these logs really fast. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the center, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So I don't just want beams going one direction. I mean, that might be okay. You know, like if you're down here and you saw that, that would look pretty cool. But I feel like there has to be some cross beams as well. Yeah, I think it would just look better with some cross beams. Let's see how many more oak logs I have. Oh, okay, I've got another stack up here. That's good. Let's see, how are these guys coming? Yep, a smooth stone. Yeah, I'm gonna have plenty of that. All right, now as far as oops, missed my step there. So now this wall over here is an even amount, so there is no center. So I'm gonna have to think about how I want to space these out. So this was 20, which means it's 18 on each side. Well, let's see. Okay, no, it's 18 that are exposed. And let's see if I had. Let's see, maybe if I had 3 beams. No, because 3 is an odd number and that isn't going to work. So there's going to have to be 4 beams coming across, or just 2. Decisions. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll see what this is going to look like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to look kind of. Well, maybe not too bad. Let me just try one more over this way. So if those, so imagine that that's where the beams were on the ceiling. That might look kind of cool. Yeah, I think that works. Let's do that. Let's put them right there. It's right where my stairs are. That's okay. They're temporary anyway. All right, so that'll be my ceiling. And then I'll have the tiles in there. I think that's going to look pretty cool. I'm kind of liking this. All right. Let's see. I need to get a more permanent set of stairs. I'm not sure where I want the actual stairs to come up. That's the problem. So I'm just doing temporary dirt blocks for now. All right, so how are we looking on these guys? This should be quite a lot to get started with, because once you turn them into slabs, they double. Boom, so that's like almost 2 stacks. So let's get started filling these in. I need some torches down here, because the moment I cover this up, it's going to get nice and dark down here. So let's just drop a few torches for now, just for, spawn protection here. And I'll do something more interesting after the structure is built. All right, so let's just start tiling these in. I'm going to do a couple here, and then go down and take a look and see if I like it. Oh, that sun's getting ready to go down, isn't it? Yep, it's heading down. All right, let me go get my bed. In fact, I'm gonna bring my bed up here. Actually, if I have any wool, I don't know if I have any wool or not. I was gonna say I'll make an extra bed. No, I have 1 wool. I could go steal a bed from the village, but I don't want to take that much time at the moment. We'll just bring my bed up here, and we'll go sleep on the construction site next to the nice warm furnace. There we go. All right, let's fill in this section. All right, now let's take a look and see what that looks like. See, I think that looks really cool. You got these nice big beams sticking out, and then you have like, it's kind of like I said, like ceiling tiles. Awesome. Yeah, that's going to look really good. So let's finish filling this in. You know, this is going to take a few minutes, so why don't I pause this while I fill in the rest of these, and I'll be with you in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. So I got that filled in. That didn't actually take very long. I ran out of that first batch of stone, so I had to go get some more out of the furnace. And I'm not sure where I'm going to want my permanent stairs to be, but I also don't want this big gap right here at the front of the house. So how about for now, do I have, I'll make some ladders, and I'll just make a way down that's a little bit less intrusive than that. So we'll just go down this back wall for the moment. I'm looking over at my plans, my floor plans. I don't want to put it where a wall is going to end up being, so I think on the back side there's one wall that's a little offset in the middle here, kind of in this area. So this should be a safe place to, oops. This should be a safe place to stick a ladder down for now. And I have enough to fill in this hole. Perfect. Only one left over. Nice. All right, so let's take a look now that it's complete. Wow, I really like that. I really like that. That looks awesome. Now, once I get some, some cool lighting in here, maybe hang a few lanterns from these beams, that might look neat. And I can put like chests all along these walls. I can put the chests all the way up to here where the slabs are, because they'll still open. Of course, they wouldn't open here. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an odd number, so that stinks a little bit. It's also an odd number. Well, that's a bit of a bummer that it won't be like double chests. Even both of these are odd, so oh well. I'll work with it. No big deal. Got plenty of room for tons and tons of storage. All right, so let's get this this first floor started. Let's see. So this is gonna be the first floor, and that's gonna be the deck, or I'm sorry, the front porch. I kind of don't like the way that just kind of jams in there. So let me just fill that with some dirt. I got some dirt already. And yeah, we'll just kind of do some. Yeah, because once the porch is sticking out, then the porch is gonna look funny, because the one side is gonna be way taller than the other side, and so we'll just kind of build this out just a little bit for now. That's fine. Good enough. Okay. All right, so we want the walls to be spruce logs for like some vertical beams. And then we're going to need some of that calcite that I have over there. As far as I haven't decided what I want for the interior walls. I didn't really think about that, because my walls are only one thick. So I'm not, that thing I was going to experiment with, the ceiling and the floor, I'm not doing that with the walls. So the interior of like all the walls around the perimeter are going to be the spruce and calcite. But all of the other interior walls, I think would look silly if it was also spruce, it was also spruce and calcite. So I'm not sure what material I want to use for those. I didn't really think about that until just now. I'm going to put the diamond shovel up in this box. Here we go. Well, I'm not sure. I guess I'll think on that for a little bit. Because it seems like there's one room in the center. Here, let me switch back to the plans here so you can see. Let's see. This one room in the center won't have any exterior walls, but every one of these rooms is going to have either 1 or 2 exterior walls and then either 2 or 3 interior walls. So the clashing building blocks there might actually look kind of strange. I didn't really consider that. Oh wow, yeah, I really didn't consider that. So I'm wondering, oh gosh, I don't know. This is gonna be a lot of work if I do this. I wonder if I should try the same thing with the walls as I'm doing with the floor and ceiling. Oh boy, I'm really asking for trouble if I do that. So this would be the interior wall. And this would be the exterior wall. I could probably leave the basement the same as it is because that basement's like an interior wall, and I could just put like one line of bricks along here, just to complete the look there. And then on the design here, these walls would end up being like too thick, right? So what you would see on this plan here, these would be the interior walls, and then I would have exterior walls out here. It might make like windows and stuff look kind of funny, but worth a try. You never know. Never know till you try it. I don't know that I've seen other people do that. I'm certain I'm not the first person to think of it, and I have no idea if it's going to look good or if it's going to look absolutely terrible. But we'll give it a try. So we're going to start by just putting some exterior wall foundations out here. That is going to get me closer to these edges, which I'm not crazy about. I'm really not crazy about that at all. My idea with the front porch is that it would actually go the entire length of the house, and you'd have like some stairs going off the front, and then you'd have stairs coming off the sides. But maybe my front porch can end a little short. Because I am really close to the edge of that drop off, and it would look kind of silly to have stairs coming down right at that spot. Let's see, eventually this dirt's going to be gone, so I need to keep the foundation coming out here too. I don't know, am I crazy trying to do this like double layer wall and double layer floor thing? I don't know. What do you think? Have you ever tried it? Have you ever tried building this with this type of strategy before? I know I haven't at all. This is my first time trying this. So it'd be interesting to know if this is a thing or not. Like, is this a thing that people do? Or is it a thing that people have tried and they have a reason not to do it? Okay. Let's see. So now that's my exterior wall. Well, now all my workstations are going to be in the way when I start my deck. I guess they would have been anyway, but that's okay. All right. So as far as the exterior wall then, these beams can be kind of just centered on how they would look on the house and not necessarily on how they would line up with walls or anything inside the house. So that's kind of good, I guess. So let's see. I wonder if we put them kind of where these beams are, right? That might be kind of neat. Well, see, these here were even, but now if well, I'm also going to have some on the corner here. I don't know. Let's play with it and see what it looks like. Let's see if we have a beam here and a beam here. And let's see these. Okay, I'll start going this way. Of course, I'll eventually have windows in here somewhere, but for now, let's see. I should probably have something around where the door is going to be. The doors are going to be here. Oh, why am I trying to break that with my fist? It's as if it's dirt. So the doors are going to be there. And if I have beams around the doors, because I don't want the doors just on the calcite, maybe then that means I need to put this kind of halfway in between, which I don't think there's a halfway in this case because of the even number, but we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There isn't. Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what. I know that this interior room, so like if this is the interior wall here, this interior room is on both sides. On the front, they're 4 wide. So like the interior wall is going to go like that. So maybe if we put the beam even with that wall, then when we punch a window through, it might look decent. Maybe. Yeah, we'll try that. See how that works. All right, so that was the interior walls here. That would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the wall coming out. So the beam would be here. Kind of wish this this wall was odd number, but I also want the double door like the plans have, so they kind of have to be even number. I'm not thrilled about the way they don't match up, but maybe it'll look fine once there's windows and such in place. So we'll just kind of go with it for now and see how that turns out. So if we do, see now here we can do center and center because this one's odd. So if I do, this was the center one here, and now the middle is no longer even, is the middle still that beam? No. Or is there not a middle here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, there's not a middle there anymore. Okay, so let me look at the rooms on the sides going this way. So it looks like this back room, both of the back rooms here are again 4 wall interiors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then wall. Oh man, that's not gonna look good from the side though. Well, maybe this middle one doesn't have to be here. So maybe if I do this, and then this front room is also 4 deep. 1, 2. Well, let's see. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. So this is the interior wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the wall coming out. So it'd be right here. Maybe I just don't have the one in the middle here, because that's going to be a room as well. All right. I think that's going to work. Okay, let's try that. I think that's going to look pretty good. All right, I like that. I like that. All right, yeah, because on the other side of the house, so let me show you the plans again. See, because this way, this is 4 wide and this is 4 wide. And then this way, these are 4 wide and these are 4 wide. And this is the same room, and then this is one big room. So yeah, I think where I position those is going to look good. Now on the back side, if I have the back side matching the front side, that's going to look funny because we just won't have windows in the center of the room. That might be okay. And every room doesn't necessarily even have to have windows. You never know. I mean, they probably should. It look kind of silly without them, but let's see. So we did it here and here and on the corner, and then this one was here and this one is here. And let's see, I can't put one in the middle here because this isn't odd. Let's see, do I want anything in the middle, or do I want this one wall to be kind of a longer wall? Because I kind of feel like the space in between these beams can't be huge, because I kind of feel like they're like holding in the material, like this calcite. I kind of feel like it's being held up partially by those beams. So it kind of feels to me like, you know, think of like plaster or something, right? Like it's got a grip onto something, and I kind of feel like these help that plaster kind of stick. I don't know, that probably makes no sense at all. Just whenever I see that, that's what my brain sees. It sees that those things are there to help hold in the white material. But we'll see how it ends up looking. If I need something else in the back there, we can always add it later. All right, so I think that's where my exterior walls are gonna go, and I think that's gonna look pretty good. Yeah, again, it's a little you know, not even, but I think that's gonna work. Yeah, I think that's actually gonna look pretty good. It's almost nighttime. Grab this dirt real quick before the sun goes down. Oh, the shovel's gone. Okay. All right, let's replace that shovel before I forget about it. All right, let's see what I want to do next. So do I want to build up these walls? Let's see. Again, I want the interior to be 4 high. I mean, I want the ceilings in here to be 4 high. Kind of like these down here are 4 high. I just feel like that's a good height for a wall. You can still jump and not hit your head. So I think I'm just gonna hop up here and just add onto the tops of these and make these all the right height. And I'm just gonna go zip around the outside, and I will be right back. And I'm back. So got my walls built up, and I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with this doorway. I feel like there should be a beam across it, or across it, not across. And then I'll continue the calcite above it. I think that'll look good. And let's see, do I want oak doors or spruce doors? I think I actually want spruce doors because I want this to feel a little more, you know, this is like my main house, so I want some good solid doors here. So I will put these right there. Yeah, that'll look good. And then of course oh, nope, that's not where the doors go. This is the ceiling of the basement, not the floor of the house. Okay, I gotta remember what my building strategy is here. So these walls are gonna have to actually be a little bit taller, right? Because I was saying that what I want is the floors, and I was thinking my floors are gonna be, oak wooden planks. Some nice hardwood floors here. So that will be my floor, and this will be my front deck or my front porch coming out this way. Which means if this is my floor, now suddenly these walls are only 3 high instead of 4. So I need to go put another layer up there, and which means this beam has to go here. And these doors go here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I mean, once the deck is built and stuff, it's right now it actually looks a little awkward sticking out like this, but it could also be the grading on this hill, right? This hill comes up so sharp, and then it's going to be like, boom, front porch. We'll see what it looks like when it's done. If I have to do some, the last thing I want to do is add just like, inventories full of dirt to make this bigger, but yeah, we'll get that when it comes to it. All right, so the first thing I need to do is just get this floor filled in. And let's see. You know what? This is going to take a minute, so why don't I do this and then come back to you. And I'm back. All right, well, I got the floor finished. I ran out of oak, so I had to run over there and harvest those trees and replant those trees again. And I also added that 4th layer of wall on the exterior here. So now it's time to start marking out these interior walls. I don't know what I want to build the interior walls with yet. I'm not sure what material I want to use, but we could at least start marking out where those walls are going to be. Like where the walls go, where the where all the doorways go. So first, so I don't forget, I'm putting the interior wall, right? So this is going to be the interior wall that's going to be on this side. So I'm marking that out so I don't accidentally start counting from this wall. So let me just add this in real quick. I had to see, this is why I like this. This is a neat idea. So you're in the basement, right? And this is your ceiling, and it's kind of these beams and the tiles. And then when you walk up the ladder, you come up and it's a different floor. And I already think that looks cool. I'm already happy with that. So I think that's going to work out really well. All right, so that's the exterior wall. So now, looking at the plans, let's start at this front corner up here. So this room looks like a 4x4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where the one wall comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where the other wall comes out. This wall is solid, and then it looks like it goes in 1 block here with a single doorway, and then a 2 block. So this will be the little room on this side. So that's cool. It feels small, but we'll see what it looks like when the house is done. This front room is the same width as this, so this wall just kind of keeps coming this way. This one over here, this room runs front to back, but it's 4 wide this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this would be the wall. looks like this one actually has one block and then a doorway and then two more and then the wall here. And this, oh, that's exactly where the wall is. Okay, or where the door is. So you come in and this door is here. This door is kind of in this corner, going into the center room, and then this door goes into this long side room. Cool. All right, I like it. Let's see. Let's start from this next room over here. So this one is also 4 wide. It's the same width, but it's, or width this way, but it's 5 this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then wall. All right. And it looks like this one has 1 block and then the door and then 3 blocks. So this is this side room here, so it's a little bigger than that front one. All right, and then on this one, this doorway is right here, and then the wall continues. But how far? It looks like, well, let's see, let's start on this side, because this wall lines up with the back of this wall. It's very symmetrical. Let's see, so this wall is solid. So the only way into this big long room is through this front entrance. There is no wall. I'm sorry, there is no doorway in the back here. So then this one has a block and then a wall, a door and then a block, and then the wall this way. And then that's 2 and 1. It kind of looks like 3, but that doesn't line up, so I think that's right. Oh, it's getting dark. Yeah, if you look at the map here, that feels like 3 wide, but it also looks like that doorway is a little skinnier than the others, and it might be over a little bit. So this wall on the build ends up being 2 so that it fits. It fits the pattern. Because that's, see, and then like that one block, that looks a little skinnier than a block. So I think to get a full block here, that's kind of how it has to go. So I think we'll be good with that. So yeah, so that's my floor plan right there. Awesome. All right, and then I guess I can decide on windows. I don't know if I want to decide on the windows locations now based on where they fit, or if I should do the windows based on what the room is used for. Let's just make the windows right now. So I feel like this one is going to have a window in it. Now, do I want it to be just a single window like that? That feels kind of lame. So I wonder if we do a big window here. All right, so he gets this nice view from this room. And now my interior wall is going to be like here. Right? So how am I going to do these windows? Because this is going to be the wall, interior wall material, and this is the exterior. So I can't, if I do window panes, the panes could be here, but here, that's going to feel a little strange. Huh. Again, this is my first time trying this little plan out, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. So let's go grab some panes of glass. I don't have silk touch yet, so experimenting with glass is going to be pretty expensive, but we'll see how that goes. I only have 6 panes and 4 blocks. Do I have sand? I don't have any sand. Ugh. That's, well, you know, we can try something here. Watch this. Okay, so we have 6 and 4. So we can try one where it's using panes and one where it's using blocks and see the difference. So like this one, okay, so like the wall is going to be here, and then this wall is going to be here, and then this one's window is maybe a 2-wide window here. Right, like that. And then the wall material will be like this. Okay, okay. And the wall sticking out. Just kind of, I just need kind of a visual here. Gotta complete the visual for myself. This wall will be sticking out this way. So what I'm thinking, for the, if we use panes, I feel like the panes would be on this one. So at least from the outside, it looks reasonable. You know, from the outside, the window kind of looks like it's on the outside of the house. Like that. But now in the room, it's kind of set way in. But you know what? That might not be a bad thing because you can put like decorations on this. Like regardless of what the wall material is, you might be able to put like, you know, like some stairs here so they look like a shelf or something. You could put like some flower pots. You know, that might actually work. That might actually work. Because my other thought was I would use glass blocks. But if we put glass blocks on the outside, it's going to look funny from the outside because there's going to be no depth at all. And then if we put the glass blocks inside, you know, I think the panes are the way to go. I think this is going to work. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited about this now. I think that's going to work. How's that look from out here? See, that looks great. Oh, that looks so good. Now when you look in, you're going to see like the wall material. But, whatever. I think that might still look okay. Like it makes the windows feel a little more restrictive from the outside. But, you know, hey, it makes it more private, right? It's harder for people to see in. All right, yeah. And if you think about it, I know right now it looks like the windows are too close to the ceiling. But really, when you think about my strategy here, my building strategy here, let's see. This is the top of the wall, which means this is the ceiling coming out this way, which means there's going to be another row of this stuff. And then this will be the floor of the second story, which means there's going to be another row of these blocks. So I think the awkward positioning of the windows at the moment, I think they'll work themselves out. All right, awesome. I'm pretty excited about this. Well, we're getting about time here. So I think we're going to have to call that a day. And, oops, didn't mean to fall down the hill there. I was trying to get a look at the house. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty cool. All right, I'm getting pretty excited about this. Awesome. All right, well, let me try to work my camera, see if I can do it for real this time. Boom, there we go. All right, well, thank you for joining me in this this initial building stage of the house. There was some things I had to work through here. And now, before the next episode, I got some decisions to make, like what that wall material is going to be, and how I'm going to obtain the materials depending on what I decide it's going to be. So, but hey, thanks for coming by again. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you joining me, and I hope you come back, and I'd love to see you. So I will talk to you later. All right, bye-bye now.